Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think. Where's the thing? Oh, there's this.
Yep. Alright. Where did we leave off last time?
We had made a commission for a blue cloak.
Yep.
We had a rafting adventure.
Yeah. Totally forgot about that.
How could you forget about Eddie the Elemental?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm still somewhat sleepy, so
God.
I took a little nap.
Yep. The two
Oh
pirates.
no.
Yep. The two pirates took a log raft down the river. And then Vanita and Priya stayed on the sidelines and watched it. Probably eating snacks.
Yes.
They were tasty.
Eating the equivalent of popcorn. While the rest of us get our asses wrecked by Eddie.
We're probably eating pork
you
rinds.
liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yep.
But
then I suppose, it's probably just not too much else happened that day. It was, a quiet, sort of quiet town after that. Got your standard merchants and stuff hawking wares, people traveling through, but nothing exciting happened for the rest of that day.
Okay. So did we pick up? What was the reward, or where did we place? I forget.
They placed first.
We won.
Yeah, they won.
All right. Did you give them their
Won
monies?
one for the team.
Yeah, they got their monies. I think it was a gold.
It wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah, I wanted to say it was like a gold.
I don't know.
That's fair.
But
yeah.
Yeah, and then do you guys want to do anything in town, or just wait till the cloak is done the next morning?
I want to play on my dulcimer.
Yeah. There's a bunch of places in town you can play. Like you could officially play. There's a couple. Got your inn. There's a few popular street corners that people tend to play at.
Okay.
If you want to try to set up not quite a concert, but set up a
gig
place. Yeah, a gig, or did you just want to street corner it?
I could probably ask the innkeeper if I could just do a gig.
Play Freebird.
Man, you might use Wonderwall.
Oh, let's see. Oh god, I have a treat for every one of you, so... Let's see. Whenever you have the chance, listen to that.
Excellent.
Oh, Hammer Dulcimer. My grandma, now deceased, actually used to play that.
Whoa.
So, anyway, yeah, let's go ask the innkeeper.
Alright. And the innkeeper's name is Nelesser. She is an elf. She's okay with you playing. She says that she'll take a cut of about 40% of whatever you make.
That's fine.
But she clears out a place next to the hearth and gets you all set up. And then
Okay.
she kind of leans out and hollers, the bard Priyatama is coming to play at the Brass Lamp Inn and Tavern. Come get your drinks. Have a good time. Just
Open
trying to
mic
get
night.
a few people in. Yeah.
Yay!
Because
Plume of Smoke just leans out the front door of the inn and is like, the best bard in the world!
Class advertising.
Yes.
Number one fan, man. Number one fan.
Yep. So, if you could go ahead and make a performance check.
Just
Ooh.
Just to see how good
Now
you
I'm on
do.
now I'm on the spot.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Where's the thingy? Oh crap!
I'm sitting at a
I
table
haven't
in the
watched
front cheering you on.
I haven't launched the game yet. I was so focused on my other page. Let's see. 1D. I have a +8 to this thing.
Oh, good.
So the worst
This
you
is the
can do
thing.
is 9.
See, the thing is that like this is the thing that I used for the cooking as well.
Mm.
Oh, good. That worked out well.
Yeah. So 1d20 +8.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you rock that place. People start coming in from outside. They like just passerby. They kind of hear you. They're like, "Oh, this guy sounds really good," and they kind of like drop in, and they enjoy your music. How long do you play?
How long do I play? Is it like a roll per every hour I play, or
No, it's like that. This is just to give me an idea of like
oh,
how much you would
time?
make.
What time did we come into the inn?
I'd say it was probably early afternoon.
Oh, maybe gosh, maybe um
Forever.
no, I don't. Shut up.
It's an 8-hour set.
No.
Entire
Okay.
festival.
Okay. Oh God. Shoot. Well, let's see. Live performances are typically no more than an hour long. Am I correct on that?
It depends. I mean,
Around
45 minutes to
that.
an hour is usually pretty
Yeah.
typical.
Hour and a
Sorry.
half sometimes.
Yeah.
And I suppose
Maybe-
since you're playing an instrument, so you could probably go a pretty good long ways further than that. Just you know,
If you take
Okay.
breaks.
Yeah.
Roll
Take
for
a-
endurance.
Take a break. Take a break. Take a break every maybe 15 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you say? Like, how many hours did you play?
Maybe 2.
2 hours. All right.
What's in the background there? What's? Oh no. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Hmm?
Another track was playing on YouTube.
I was gonna say it's
Oh.
probably you.
I was like, what?
All right. After Nelisir takes her cut, you make about 25 silver.
Oh.
Yay.
Hey, I should do this more often. It's
Yeah,
almost
you
like I'm.
should.
It's almost like I'm good at this or something.
Almost like this was your career before we
Yeah.
I know.
whisked you away.
It's almost
You
like
said-
a pro.
And it would be enough that you would get free lodging for the night, but it's already been paid for by the nobles.
So okay, wait. Okay. Oh wow. Jeez.
'Cause, well, like remember, like Guathril, let you saved him from the bandit lady in the other
Okay.
town. So
So
he's paying
okay.
for your room and board while you're here.
okay. Okay. So you said it was 26 silver?
25,
25. Okay. Right.
a good solid quarter gold.
Okay.
What
I mean, see, in WoW, this would not happen because the silver would automatically transition into gold. So
I don't think I have it set up so you have to worry about the weight of the money you're carrying,
yeah.
as entertaining as that could turn out to be.
Oh no.
Priya just gets so loaded that his petticoat goes down like 3 inches close to the ground with all this gold he's carrying.
Ah.
Oh
Just has to
jeez.
start waddling.
Oh, God.
No. I keep it in my satchel.
All right.
Oh man, I'm out of Earl Grey.
No.
Did
Ooh,
anyone
Earl
else have
Grey.
anything
I should buy that.
planned they wanted to do in town before the next morning? Then they
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
Nah, me neither.
All right, so you guys just kind of hang out in the town, just kind of soaking everything in until you go to bed in the inn that evening, and then the next morning you guys get up and I presume go over to Mr. Alnric, the orc, to pick up your
Boop.
Pick up your
dapper
wares.
robes and sandals. That's what it was.
Oh.
Is the name of the
Who's-
place.
Who got the? Wait, was it me that ordered the sandals, or who did that?
No,
You got the cloak.
You didn't order
Look,
any sandals.
that's the name of the place. Name of the place is called
Oh,
Dapper Robes and Sandals.
You want sandals with that, sir?
It's
You
been a
could have
good
ordered
week.
sandals.
It's been a couple of weeks.
literally.
Yeah.
Yep. And as you guys go in, you find that he looks like he's been open for some time already, and he greets you happily as you come in. He's like, "Ah, the bard, I have your cloak for you." And he kind of goes in the back and comes out with this very nice-looking blue cloak made I believe it was cotton.
Ooh.
I want to. It would be like I think it was a sky blue almost.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
powder blue kind of deal.
Yep. I hope this is to your liking.
I like it. So blue is my favorite color.
I had no idea.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Plume just kind of looks over and is like, wait, you're wearing blue? Because aren't cats colorblind?
No, not that I know of.
Wait,
Even
wait,
dogs
wait.
aren't terribly colorblind.
Aw, that takes all the wind out of my joke.
Aw.
Yeah, I was just like, what in the world? Hey.
Rest in pieces.
Shut up.
Yep. And normally the way that commissions work is you paid him before he started, so
I think I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's no expectation. He's not exactly waiting for you to pay him or anything. He's just like,
Yeah, this is an eBay transaction, so
We don't talk about eBay. Ugh.
anyway.
What you got against eBay, bro?
I had a big problem with someone on eBay earlier this week.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
all right.
All right.
So, you guys gonna stick around the town, or you guys gonna head out?
Let's see. I guess isn't it getting close to nightfall, or do we want to head out?
No, this is like bright and early the next morning.
Next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get on the road again. I can't
On the
wait to
road
get on the
again.
road again.
All right.
I mean,
so
I would
moved-
probably stop by briefly just to once again thank the nobles and make sure.
Oh,
I left
yeah.
a good impression.
Oh.
Just make sure I left a good impression. So if I
Yeah,
need to like
Let's
weasel some cash out of them later, they'll remember me as being a perfectly friendly pirate
Yes.
and not one of the bad.
yeah, you go do that, and
yeah.
they're very receptive. You do notice there appears to be something of a small military buildup happening.
Oh.
You see a little more. You see a few more guards and military types than you normally saw the last few days.
Hmm.
But other than that, everything is the same.
Huh.
And they thank you for, you know, the how gracious you've been, and they said that they will remember this.
Are the military units just kind of like standing guard?
Yeah, I mean
somewhere?
they like they're kind of groups, not really groups, just like two or threes, kind of wandering around town a little bit more.
Okay.
You can kind of see an encampment a little bit to the east being built up. But other than that, there's not too much.
Yeah, so
Whack.
we were in Cottingham,
Cottingham,
correct? Okay.
And then there you see the little bit of buildup more towards the Annaport side.
Aha.
Can't imagine what they're gonna do to Annaport. Whoops. I think we might have just started a war.
Awesome.
Wait, did
Hand-
Of course,
Wait.
she says awesome.
wait?
Add that to my list of achievements.
Why did we start that again?
Looks like as we're
Um,
leaving, that's just kind of what I
That was
touch
the
on.
bandit's place.
Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
think we're about to go burn Annaport to the ground, guy.
Or at least burn her place to the ground. That's
Same
That's
thing,
what they
really.
get for being a bitch.
mhm.
true.
This is why you don't marry gold diggers, guys.
This
Or try to. This is why you don't let your mom set up a marriage.
All right.
is what capitalism does to you.
This is what.
Oh, God.
No.
I don't know.
What?
Do pirates even know what
What?
capitalism is?
I don't
No,
think
they're
so.
like they're like
We're talking like feudal days here.
Yeah.
There aren't very many isms at all,
well.
Let's see.
except for like Catholicism. That's like the only
Yeah, that's-
feudal times anyway, and that's not even here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
there's a few different economic systems in this world of varying types and success, but the standard ones, no, probably not. Magic tends to do that.
Sometimes that's how it is.
Yep. So you guys head out of Cottingham. Do you head down towards Shepperton? Like just follow the road, or you guys want to go anywhere else?
Oh, that's where we have to go if we want
Yeah, I
to
think-
get to Jamport eventually.
Yeah.
Is that
You guys could have taken the log rafts down in Jamport.
What
Yeah,
is
we
this
could've.
scenic walk?
Eh.
You know
But,
what? I was too busy focusing on my win to care about my goal for a moment, but I'm back to being goal oriented.
all right? Are those 2 foothills of any note there?
It's just pretty much to denote that it's fairly flat, but you do have the occasional hill on the way.
Could say they're footnotes.
Yeah, little foothills.
That was awful.
Shut up.
I didn't hear the full joke.
That's okay.
It's
It's
probably
you did.
you didn't lose.
Don't
and-
worry
yeah.
about it. Don't worry about it.
I gotta warm up.
But yeah, you guys have been traveling for probably, I don't know, 5 hours. It's getting to be, again, probably mid-afternoon. And you see what looks to be like a ranger coming down the road towards you. He looks very angry. He's got a broken bow and an empty scabbard.
Oh.
It's like he's
he's-
coming
Oh, no.
up Sheppleton, like up from that.
Yeah, the general direction. Yep, and let's see if I can find the guy's name. Yep, okay. He sees you, and he's just like, "Hey, name's Wayne." He's short, youngish. He's got kind of an average appearance, brown hair and eyes. He wears cloth and leather for armor. And he tells you that he was trying to eliminate a local direwolf that's been decimating the local deer population around here. However, there is this damned badger who is a lot smarter than it has any right to be. Threw his sword into a local stream and broke his bow in half.
Oh, what? The badger did?
The badger did.
Must have been a honey badger.
He asked if you guys would go and either take care of the badger and retrieve his sword for him.
So
That's true.
So wait, okay, so and bad animal mauled him, and he wants to get his stuff back.
It didn't really maul him. It just broke
got
his
one over.
weapons and threw one of them
Just fucked him
into the
over.
local stream.
Oh my god.
This is a badger with a plan. A dire badger.
So,
Have you
okay,
he's-
what happened to the wolf?
Well, Wayne
Does
is
he
saying
know?
he's a game warden, and so
Okay.
like he's kind of in charge of making sure the local animal populations stay kind of balanced out, so that they provide food enough for Cottingham and the surrounding areas. And like there's a dire wolf around somewhere, but he wasn't able to really find it or track it down. And
Because of the damn badger.
yeah, and then he
Just
like
got ambushed.
he thought he ran into like a good good tracks, good so he could find it, but then he ran into the badger and probably ruined his week.
It's
It's gonna take
you
him.
ruined my life.
Yeah, I mean he's got to replace his bow, and then he's got to somehow either convince you or to take care of the badger and get the sword back, or just take care of the badger so he can get the sword back.
Okay. I love the sound of this.
What is this picture you just posted?
Right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's huddle up here for a moment, guys.
Do we need a strategy to take down the badger?
No, I'm asking, should we ask for like a reward or something if we can take care of this badger?
Do you think it's that big of a deal to him that we take care of the
I
badger?
don't think it's that big a deal. More like him.
You've gotten the general idea that he just wants his sword back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we get the sword back, can we get a reward?
Do you ask him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't care, but
yeah.
What will you give us if
Of
we
course they're
fetch
gonna
your sword?
He kind of like shuffles around in his pockets for a little bit, and he manages to pull out like 10 silver. He's like, "This is all I got on me."
Yeah.
Got some pocket lint.
Like, well, let's
Like,
just
I
do
got
it.
this.
Let's just do a good deed.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Let's-
I'll
agree.
do a good deed for 10 silver, and I'd
Let's-
really want to see this badger.
And
What do you
he,
mean
he also offers
Goddamn
that like
pirates.
yeah, he could mount the badger for you, like as a something of a taxidermist.
I
Okay.
took that the wrong way.
Okay.
Like he was, as if he was gonna like use the badger as a mount and ride it into town. And I was like, that's a
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
not
Wait,
that
now?
Amelia.
I was thinking one of 3 things, and I don't want to say the third thing.
This is not
God
a furry
dang it.
campaign. This is not a furry campaign, Amelia. Despite the fact that
God
you're a bird
dang
and
it,
I'm a cat,
Amelia.
this is a PG campaign.
It's like, I don't want to see him mount the badger. If he wants to do that in his own time, that is fine.
I
But
mean, I'm
God
not.
damn it, Amelia.
I don't
Why
need
would
to
you
see
think of
it.
that? I'm just thinking that. Oh, God.
I tell the guy like I'm not opposed to him like making a trophy mount of the badger, but if it's big enough, I want a hat out of that badger.
Jack?
I want a badger.
I can definitely make you a hat out of it.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Like I don't
We're
care about the 10 silver. I just want a
Gonna
badger.
get her a hat.
You know the hats I'm talking about, like with the head and it's got the tail down the
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a raccoon hat, but a badger. And
Yep. Right, so
Oh,
he gives you really good directions as to how to get to this location.
Okay.
Where he had his encounter with the badger.
we're gonna get near the badger and just hear it chanting mushroom.
Oh, God. I should have drank my. I was
Oh,
trying
no.
to drink my hot chocolate. God damn it, Nate.
Alright, I think you guys should have control over your
Yep.
characters. I need to move.
Oh, we're,
It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out.
It sure does. Shit.
Yeah,
Since he said the
I
word
won't lie. I was
badger.
thinking about it when he said badger. It's like badger, badger.
We all were.
Badger.
Snake.
Oh, God.
little do people know that that's actually from King's Quest V.
I just feel old, man. All these new memes that die like
All these new memes,
Man, I was there for Charlie Bit Me.
Yeah.
I was there for magical Trevor.
Now you young folks listen to the vaporwave meme and
Oh God.
But Grandpa Nils, those aren't even actual memes anymore. That's like 10 years out of date. Nobody listens to Vaporwave.
I'm trying to think of a reason.
Okay. So,
Get
as you guys
back
get
to D&D.
close, I'm gonna need you to roll like survival nature check,
Oh my god.
Both survival and nature.
or whichever one.
One
you've got.
or the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see,
Okay, so I'm gonna do survival.
We're going survival. If I can just remember how to do things.
I will survive.
Wow.
Survive.
How do survive?
Height. I put Rue. No, roll.
You
I
just have
rue
it
the
dead.
roll.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you can tell that this place is fairly popular with a badger.
Oh.
He seems to have his home around somewhere. You can see tracks and stuff around.
Is there a reason for that weird stone pillar up there?
That's the badger pad.
Do you go check out the pillar? I mean, you obviously see it. It's does look a little out of place.
What I want to know is Vanita's role going to be a problem? Because I'm very concerned right now.
No.
Oh, good.
As long
Okay.
as like somebody noticed the tracks, you guys can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Benita's too busy thinking about what the hell a badger is doing in a place like this.
Yeah.
She's just infinitely distracted while the sound of mushroom continues on.
Oh God, shut up.
So yeah, you guys go towards the pillar.
I'll keep
Yeah.
an eye out
Sure,
for
why
her
not?
guys
Slowly.
while we do.
I'll slowly
Okay.
approach the pillar. Ish.
While on badger alert.
Ish.
Oh, let's see.
So as you guys get closer, you see a
Ah,
badger.
Badger token just creeping.
badger.
Son of a
I don't know why that was so funny. Just seeing it creep 5 feet over. That's so cute. Benita, you should tame it.
You see it actually come
No.
out from behind the rock. The rock itself seems to be made of kind of an odd mineral, I guess.
Well, all rocks are made out of minerals.
Yeah,
Mineral.
it's not from
Oh.
around here. Is generally what I'm trying to get at.
Oh.
Well, like,
Okay.
well, like, does it? Okay, so just because
it looks like a piece of a ruin, essentially.
So like it's just through natural time and erosion. It just looks like rubbed out. Mm.
Yeah, like at some point it may have been a statue at some point.
Okay.
Mm.
Kind of you don't see any signs of like ruins nearby anywhere. So it's just kind of out here.
Badger has good taste.
Yes, and I can't really tell what it is statue. But it kind of comes out from behind the rock and just kind of sits there looking at you.
It's kinda cute. Do we have to kill? No, we have to kill it. I want a hat.
Wait, how
When do I
how big does the thing look?
It's average, like European badger size.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't actually know how big is that. I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna look that up.
Somehow I was
picture?
expecting a big badger.
Their length is 2.3 feet, and they weigh about 26 pounds. So, not actually terribly big.
Not at all.
This thing is barely going to be a hat for me, but it's becoming a hat.
This is This was the picture my friend
Oh,
from Brighton showed me.
American badgers look like they're about to drag you into a back alley and pull a sheep on you to demand money for their meth habit. Oh, pretty much.
Your feed badgers look like they're about to invite you over for a cotton countryside.
It looks so nice.
Let's do a follow up to
It's
that.
adorable. Man,
But
So, like-
that is basically
man, American
well, at least
badger
the
looks
American
fucked
one.
up.
The American badger
Damn.
doesn't lie about its intentions, but the European badger does.
True.
Yeah,
And
don't
then-
trust the European badger.
And then you have honey badgers, which just don't give a crap, and they will bully a lion for food.
Mhm.
Yeah, they will.
Badger I
Yep.
aspire to be.
All right. So it just kind of looks at you, kind of passively, and what do you guys do?
Bloom's eyes start to dilate.
Uh-oh.
Fuck this angry
Well-
nature, I want that hat.
It's not
Keep
attacking
my
yet.
distance, because I do not want it breaking my bone. That smells like maple.
I'm
No.
Everything around you smells like maple, like
I
just
know,
an
it's
aura of
fantastic.
maple. I just kind of slowly creep forward, like a cat.
Yeah.
When it's like looking at something and not sure if it's going to attack it yet, I'm just kind of like creeping forward with the really wide pupils,
I'll creep forward like the dumb bird that I am.
which really doesn't
And
mean
I'm
much
just
creeping.
gonna stay back.
I walk up
And
casually.
It just kind of
Got 3 different walks going here. You
I know.
got a cat carefully creeping for you, just like, it's a badger. And Carrick like, I'm stealthy, but
and as you draw closer, like it sits down, just like you'd expect like one of those bear would.
Aw, it's cute.
With its little
just
feet
kinda-
in between its,
Yeah.
like the feet sticking out, and then the front feet are just on the ground.
Aw.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Wait a
Close
bit,
enough.
like a badger loaf, or
Yeah.
I feel like we're walking into a Monty Python sort of thing with the killer rabbit, but
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping
I'm
my
doing it
distance.
anyway.
I'll do it. Go, stupid bird, go!
oh, okay, like that.
I see.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, and it's adorable.
Aw.
Not cute enough to make me want to spare it, though.
I'm just like, sneak.
Wait, I'm just waiting for the next thing to happen.
Surprised
Yep.
this badger has not
It's-
gotten
Wait
Carrick.
for it.
What? Yeah. What?
Um,
Is it doing anything yet?
so as you get closer, it doesn't really do anything. It just kind of like, actually, I'm gonna make you roll a perception check on it.
All right.
Okay. Perception is +2.
That would be for Plume of Smoke and Carrick.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going up to it.
Oh,
Okay.
I did
They're
not.
close
I
to
did
it.
not see them. Okay.
Are you in our creeping party? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Because I did not. I was paying most of the attention to dialogue, so
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah, so if you're up there with them, you can make it too.
because I was doing a normal walk, so
Yeah, go ahead and see what you can see. And all right, as you get closer, you can kind of see. You notice that the badger like kind of narrows its eyes, almost like a human would. Just like, okay, it
Oh,
doesn't have
jeez.
typical badger demeanor.
Oh.
It's behaving in an odd manner.
It's an animagus.
Okay.
Can I try talking to it? Can I say hello?
It's a badger, Carrick.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say hello to the badger.
It's a human. It's a human in badger form. It's an animagus.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or it's an unfortunate soul who's been polymorphed.
So you go up and speak to it. tell it hello?
I won't go up to it. I'm gonna speak to it from back here. But I do say hello.
All right. And you see the badger's eyes glow a little bit, and then it turns into a human, an older
Called it.
man.
Oh.
It was an animagus.
He's a druid.
Hat. Well, apparently you're not getting it yet. Look at your hat.
He's an old human druid.
Okay.
He's like, hello. What brings you out to these parts?
Well, I was gonna turn you into a hat, but now you're a person, and I can't really do that.
I'm gonna like smack my hand on your mouth, like shut up.
Maybe he values
Way to go for
honesty.
diplomacy, guys.
Like, how dare you think that? How dare you come out to hunt such a creature as a badger? How dare you come out with the intent to hunt at all?
Sorry, sir. We were just wondering, have you by any chance thrown a sword into a stream lately?
Yes, I did. In fact, just about an hour ago.
Cool, cool. Do you know where exactly that was?
It's in the water now. Gone for good.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
But-
Stupid.
Oh,
Those stupid game wardens. Hunting is evil. People just need to let nature take its course.
Well, see, Plume just kind of points to her obvious cat canines, and she's like, "This is how nature takes its course with me. I eat." Like, sorry that you were a druid. Sorry that I was
Yes.
going to turn you into a hat, but we need that sword, not you as a hat. We're cool.
Yes.
That's
I
diplomacy.
agree. I apologize for my companions, bluntness.
I'm literally a carnivore. I'm a cat. What am I supposed to do?
I mean,
Pri, you could try to he's very heated right now. You guys get the definite impression he is not a fan of hunters.
okay, hold on. Let's see. I got +6 to persuasion.
you're gonna persuade him to love hunting.
No,
I thought he was just gonna.
No, more like to say him to chill.
or I could tell him. I could tell him how. Let's see it this way, okay? So, I read Druid. Let's see. Give me a moment to think of exactly what to say because it's like consider this in the sense that most humanoids here are omnivores and they like to eat meat as well as vegetables. So perhaps but I know few people that like to eat just vegetables. So perhaps those people should not enforce their rules on others. And why don't we all just get along? And not don't enforce food ethics on other people.
Plume just kind of starts doing a slow, quiet clap, like fucking preach, man.
What would you go ahead and eat one of your party members? Would you eat that cat?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Plume
Wait.
claps a hand over her mouth. I'd eat one of my party members.
You're not even
I
having me roll
cheering about
persuasion.
being
Okay. Oh,
That's the kind of argument that is 100% not gonna it just wouldn't work
for him.
For him.
We got a militant vegan here, guys.
Oh God. Well,
because consider this. There are druids out there who have permanently shapeshifted into animals and they can't get out. What if you killed and ate one of them?
Why did they permanently shapeshift?
In the first place,
to be one with nature.
Plume just kind of raises a claw.
You
And she's like,
you must embrace it.
Plume's just like, But you
But
know,
doesn't
okay.
it
Feel
also
the
embrace
hand.
the fact that there's a risk
Also,
of you being
gonna
killed by
shut up.
hunters?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Because okay, so here's one thing that I don't know, because I was not able to tell you about this that happened at NetCon. So there was a group of people titled like Voices for the Silent, I think, and essentially they just stopped in the middle of the hallway with like V for Vendetta masks on and a guy with a laptop open showing footage of animals being mistreated at farms.
Oh God.
And they, within like a time span of like 10 minutes, the police were called in and they got escorted out.
So we need to call the police on this badger and get him escorted off of the premises.
So like so let's see. Well, maybe I'm trying to think here. Cause okay.
Bloom still has
No,
one
I would say no. I would not want to eat another party member. However, I do not like the idea of overhunting. If you overhunt, then you would kill a lot of females, and then the species would die off. So I know that much, but I know there is such a thing as imbalances in population. So I mean, at times the grazers will have to will overpopulate, and then they will die off from carnivores eating them, and then the carnivores will grow more, and then so on and so forth. So it is a cycle. So as long as as long as we're not over hunting or driving a species to extinction, I see no problem with this at all.
That would be more in line of with something that he could possibly be persuaded by. If you want to roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
So let's. Oh crap. Okay, it was +6.
Do an interpretive dance and use performance to persuade him that way. Interpretive dance on the beauty of the real balance in nature.
Oh crap.
Oh.
To shove him.
I'll try that again.
Yes, good. Once more, feeling.
Hey,
Yeah, that's not bad.
yeah,
Okay.
that's respectable.
It should be left up to nature. Just imagine, like my grandfather did, he became a deer and was killed by hunters for doing nothing more than living the natural lifestyle. Can you imagine that?
Well, humans are
doesn't
part
appear-
of nature too.
Yeah.
But he's like,
Who's to,
but it doesn't appear that I'm going to convince you. But I don't want to see you around here hunting these animals. I'll let you pull this stupid sword out of the river.
and for the record, I was not here
Fair
to
enough.
hunt.
That's what they all say.
Do I look like a hunter to you in this outfit?
Yes.
He's got a point. Like, not in that outfit. Nah.
It's a practical hunting petty.
Yeah, I know. I perform music.
As you stand next to an elf that looks very much like she could hunt anything she
Yeah.
well pleases.
It just happens to smell pleasantly like maple.
Yeah,
I
I am fabulous.
But yeah, he gets out of the way.
Yeah.
And if you go over to the stream, you can kind of see a glint in the water where the sword's laying.
Does the stream have any fish in it?
No, not really.
gonna say, can I just like bite one and be like, do you think these teeth are for crunching vegetables, bud? I
No,
can't do
please.
that.
No,
No.
don't make it worse.
I'm literally a cat. What does he expect me to eat? Kibbles in bed?
When we pass the rock, is there anything checking out on that?
I actually asked the druid. By the way, do you know what this rock is for?
It's an old druid shrine. Don't remember what it was before it became what it is now, but it's been here. It's
Oh.
been part of the circle for thousands of years.
Let me see.
Fair enough.
Maybe is there? Would I have to roll history for that, or would I do? What would I do there? Like Arcana or something, or?
It would probably be history.
Okay, well maybe I can.
It would be, you'd have to know quite a bit about druidic lore.
So even if I roll history, let's see.
I'd let you roll history on disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Well, it's 1d20 plus 1, so whatever. Okay, 11 and oh shit, no.
It's
Yeah,
been
that's just
the rock is so old and worn down. The only unique thing about it is that it is clearly not from around here. It's very large. It's probably a good 10, 11 feet tall.
Okay.
But there's nothing you can really distinguish from it.
Fanita, do you know anything about this? Maybe you've read something, because it seems old. So, and elves live for a long time. So,
He's calling you old.
You're old as balls.
Yeah,
you might know this.
if you could see the look on my face, like
He's not saying you're old.
I'm gonna.
I'm half elf, so
You're wizened, is what he means.
yes,
Clearly.
it's like
Like
you were.
fine wine.
Yes, I'm half elf,
let's
so I have so I have permission to say this.
Not to a woman.
Vanita just grumbling about how you don't talk about how old a woman is.
All right. You don't actually notice anything like particularly druidic about it, but you do recognize the stone as the same like whitish material that the old elven ruins were made out of, like the former Eladrin kingdom. Way back when you met the treant, he was standing in a bunch of it. So you can kind of deduce it came probably from that same kingdom or era. But that's about as far as you can get with that.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else you guys want to do here?
Well, we gotta fish out the sword. So I'll start wading around in the stream.
Yeah,
See
I mean,
if I
like
can
you can
spot
see
sword.
it in there.
Oh, okay.
You can see it like glinting at the bottom, so you just reach in and grab it pretty much.
Okay,
Badgers
cool.
can't
Didn't
throw it
crazy.
exceptionally far.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Badgers don't have thumbs.
So basically, the guy that the sword got stolen from could have grabbed it, but he was just too afraid of this badger, so ran off instead.
Yeah, he got freaked out by this badger that was a lot more intelligent than he really expected it to be.
A lot more intelligent than he was. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll grab that sword then. Just tuck that away.
All right. And
then I say, I guess, if you maybe want to avoid being hunted, maybe become a honey badger.
Have you tried honey badgers yet?
I have never met a honey badger.
Oh,
Your attitude is very well suited to one.
yes.
kind of grumbles. He's like, "Get out! Go on!"
All right.
all right.
All right, fine, you old coot. Okay.
Okay.
Remember, the cycle of life can be cruel. And just slinks.
All right, so you guys head back.
It's sad I didn't get to make a hat out of that guy.
Mm,
If an interesting OOC question: if we had like fought and killed the badger, would he have turned back into a human, or would I have been able to? Make a
yes.
hat
As speaking as
druid badger?
Yes, he
Yeah.
would have turned back into a human.
Oh, imagine that level of disappointment. Like, yes, my badger. No.
No.
What have I done?
Yeah.
you've committed a mortal sin.
I mean, considering
Oh,
how
I
many
think
people
Drew's
we've
gonna be whining
killed-
about my hat.
Yeah, considering how many people we've killed without remorse.
Yeah, I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
So it's just like my hat.
Yeah. Well,
it's gonna be a
the
little
way that it
more.
works is like they get reduced down to 0 HP, and then they have the rest of their normal HP
yeah.
to go through.
Like-
So
Like druids are good at tanking.
yeah,
Yeah.
So we would have gotten out of the badger phase and into the
you'd
human
have been
phase.
yes, and you'd have
Oof.
been severely unhappy about that. To go back
Yeah.
to Wayne, he's just kind of like sitting at the edge of the road, kind of despondently.
Cool.
he does-
Thank you, buddy.
He kind of perks up when he sees you coming. He's like, "Did you get it? Did you get the badger? Did you get my sword?"
I'll hold
No.
up the sword and be like, I got your sword. Turns out the badger was a
Druid.
druid. Man.
Yeah.
Druid. I should have
Yeah.
known.
You should probably try
Have
and
you
avoid that
had a-
badger.
Have you had experience with druids before?
No, but I hear they are around. Should have
Well-
known that super smart
Yeah.
badger would be one of them.
Yeah, he's not too happy about the hunting thing. Just FYI.
Yeah.
He's an
So,
idiot.
so maybe stray away from this area. So that
yeah,
statue,
he's a little bit pissed.
there was a statue over there that was an ancient druid statue. So maybe stay away from that till that you to remember as a landmark.
I'll find something to do about it. And then, like, he pays you that 20 silver, I think. However much
Someone-
silver.
No, I thought we were doing this for just
Each of
to help
of
him
us
out.
20 silver, or who is he giving the 20 silver
Yeah,
to?
he was just gonna hand it to somebody, and then you guys could divvy it up amongst yourselves.
To me, split it up. Just saying.
I've got plenty already, so
More money for me. Yay!
They're turning into a robot over there. I don't know if it's for anybody else.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
Who,
hear
me?
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my level is going red, so I'm like,
Maybe try disconnecting and reconnecting because everybody else is
Alright.
fine.
one sec.
There's no sound. I can hear you.
Cool. Okay,
What?
we'll see if that works.
Well, no.
Getting bad again.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay, I'll try to talk as little as possible.
Good luck.
all right, you guys.
You're the dumb bird. You don't stop talking, fortunately.
I'm a robot now.
All right, so you guys gonna leave him to his own devices and keep going on?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Let's let karma decide his fate. Really.
Okay. So you guys continue on. It's a it'll be it's a 3-day trip from Cottingham to Shepperton.
Okay.
So that was like part of the first day, and then the second day passes uneventfully. This is like prairie land. You're walking through essentially like Kansas.
Yeah.
Probably more like Minnesota, because there are trees and stuff around,
Mhm.
groves of trees, but it's pretty flat.
What's
just a little
the
bit of-
shoot? What's the area that's just above? Crap. The Oh crap! I'm trying to think of the area in WoW. It's not Alterac. What is the word I'm looking for? It's
Arathi?
like Arathi Basin. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it would be flat farmland, but there's not really any farms out here. You do pass the occasional like traveling group, you know, going either to Cottingham or um, you've passed the you've passed the offshoot to Tolaville, so there's
Mm.
people going out of there too. So it's not very busy, but you do see a few people every day, just
Okay.
traveling to and fro. Um, the evening or the night of the second night,
There was a shot in the dark.
you experience an earthquake, a
Ooh.
large earthquake.
Wait, the entire group?
Yes, like you're all woken up. Whoever was on watch is obviously not woken up, but like it just happens.
Give me magnitude.
Probably like 5.
Okay, that's pretty sizable,
Like
man.
it is a serious, cause it's a very serious like earthquake happening.
What?
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
And there's a large
Okay.
rumbling, and like
If only we had a seismometer, we could tell which direction it came from. Seriously.
yeah, it becomes fairly apparent as you see a hill suddenly form out of the plains, kind of in the field near you. It's a rather large hill, and from this distance, you can actually see it has a cavernous entrance. And then as soon as the hill
shit.
stops growing, the earthquake stops.
What's this optional dungeon thing going on here?
I know.
That's bait.
It's
Um,
bait.
actually-
We're gonna take.
Let's see, you guys don't have. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just kind of sitting there.
Huh.
Okay. Well,
I'm just kind of sitting there too, staring at it, going, "Huh."
I'm gonna creep up towards it.
Yeah, as you get closer to it, you can see the entrance into the hill is actually a double door made of black marble.
Oh, black marble, spooky.
This is a fancy hill.
Mhm.
Is the rest of the hill okay? So is this a grassy hill or is
It's a grassy hill. It's got like an entrance to it.
grassy hill but
Like
black marble doors?
Yep.
I
Like kind of like set into the hill. Like
Okay.
a small chunk of the hill's been cut away.
It's
and then
like-
there's the doors.
it's kind of like a hobbit.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I rap on the door lightly with the pommel of my sword.
Okay. When you're that close, you actually notice that the doors are covered in various scenes carved in relief.
Wait, covered in seams.
Yeah, it's scenes of like different things happening. Creatures and
Oh.
stuff. It's carved in relief on the door.
Oh,
If
okay.
you want to
So
roll like an Arcana or religion check, you can
let's see.
kind of determine what they are.
Well, the modifier is the same for both for me, so I'll roll Arcana. Okay.
You don't really notice anything that really stands out to you. You just see like creatures of indeterminate form performing various tasks almost. It looks like some of them are going through different kinds of like doors, different doors, in and out, and you see various iconography you don't really recognize.
I'll come up behind you and look at the door.
It is a very pretty door. Very
Yeah.
Because that's what
Hmm.
Druid would care about. Is this a pretty door?
Can I roll a religion check?
Yeah.
Because I'm awesome at that.
Are you really?
Wait, you are?
No, watch this.
Okay.
I think that was sarcasm. Yeah, that was sarcasm.
I was like, really? When did that happen?
No.
He was,
I'm
he
a
was
master at religion.
Mhm.
He was actually the ship's chaplain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my duty.
I studied under
Ah.
Jesus.
Oh God.
So you totally don't notice anything. Like it's very well done and very ornate.
Well,
but
let's.
I bet
let's
as
I'll
to
see.
the
try.
content of it, yeah, y'all can try it if you want.
Well, like I'm gonna
Okay,
do religion
I'll
because
do
I
a
did
religion
Arcana.
one.
Yeah.
I'll do
The reli-
religion. Let's see.
Oh, I did much better on religion.
Ugh.
I went to Sunday school.
All right, you notice that the things that the people are doing appear to be rituals, and that a lot of the
Spooky.
larger powers in the iconography are actually celestials.
Oh.
You can see like their winged figures standing above a lot of these doors as people go in and out. You do make out some words that are actually like cleverly engraved in there, but it's written in what you can guess is celestial,
Interesting.
which I don't know if any of you guys can read that.
Nope.
No, that's like
I'm gonna
that's
go.
like-
Nope.
no.
Common, dwarvish,
Just based on-
elvish,
just based on
Nope.
just based on past experience. Like unless you have like commune with gods or no celestial off the bat, you're not gonna read it.
Yeah.
So
It's or comprehend languages if you're a wizard.
yeah, like if you're
No.
not a priest or a wizard, you're not gonna read it.
Yep. But that's the door.
Okay. Well, I guess I take a knock at it. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, I like this knock knock idea.
Nothing happens.
I try and budge the door open.
It actually swings outward, and it swings out very easily, like, oiled hinges, like just quiet. Which is pretty surprising for the thickness of these doors is like a foot thick. So
Oh my
it's like,
God.
8-foot doors, a foot thick, and they just kind of like super easily slide open.
Oh dang.
Very quietly.
This
Okay.
sounds like trouble. I'm
You
just gonna
can-
say what we're all thinking.
Just looking straight down, you can see that the interior is made of the same black marble, and you can actually see a surprising distance down because along the floor is glowing white crystals.
Ooh.
Let's
About-
go in.
Yeah. about the size
Dungeon,
of your fist.
dungeon.
All right, you guys.
Yeah,
Go in.
Okay, let's go.
let's do it.
Is Priya actually chanting like dungeon, dungeon?
Dungeon.
No.
All right.
Aww.
I'm probably saying like glowing lights.
Why is
Maybe
my
I don't.
is that thing fuzzy for you
Whoa.
guys?
It's
Because-
super
Yeah,
fuzzy.
that
Fuzzy for
thing
me.
is funny. I'm like,
Oh,
what
there
you do?
Now it's
Oh
better.
wow. Oh
Hold on.
wow.
Wait,
It fixed itself for me.
It's
Oh,
pretty
there we
did
go.
ornate.
it's still blurry for me.
Or at least it's short.
It probably
I mean, like,
has to load.
Yep, it cleared up.
yep, it's fine for me.
Cool.
Still blurry for me.
We didn't have enough insight yet to see this place,
Yeah,
but now we do.
Snaps into focus. I wonder why
Follow
you guys
me.
are like.
Nope.
Follow me, or I'm gonna start zooming down the hall.
Yep, because we all know that worked out well in the last dungeon.
Yeah, so don't make me do it.
The halls are quiet. You
Ooh.
can
But we can hear sound traveling. Like, Like
Yes. You can hear your footsteps. I want everyone to make a perception check in here, and this will be like your perception for the whole.
Oh wait, it's /roll.
Dang.
Hey.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We're perceptive
Alright.
pirates.
Couple of super perceptive pirates.
We're very suspicious about hills that suddenly rise out of the ground. With a really fucking fancy door.
That's pretty fair. Yeah.
All right, so like as you're going along, you notice there's not a speck of dust in this place.
Ooh.
Like it is spotless and polished. The only thing that seems kind of out of place are the crystals that are about the size of your fist. They would normally be like white, clear, kind of like quartz crystal, but they're glowing with a faint magical power, kind of illuminating the area.
Pretty.
It's cool. Like glow crystals from Minecraft. Let's see. Yeah.
All right. So you come to this intersection here. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna use the cardinal directions. North, you can kind of see up into here, like a giant bench almost. It is very large. It may not even be a bench, but it's kind of what it looks like to you. But it's only like, it's a perfect height for one, but the thing is, probably a good 10 feet wide. So it's like 2.5 feet off the ground, 2.5 to 3 feet off the ground, and then 10 feet wide, and about 30 feet long. You can't really see much else from where you're currently at, but then like if you look down south, you just see another long hallway.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
And then in front of you, you just see that it opens up into another room.
I'm just gonna go and not wait on others.
Don't blame us if you set a trap up.
Yeah, that's what he's good for. It worked out well last time.
Not for Priya.
No.
Well, no, it did. It did.
We all made it out alive.
I dodged that psychic bullet. Okay.
All right, you see 3 columns. They show up as like broken, but they're not. They're just kind of cut off at the roof. So like the 3 columns go all the way up to the roof. They're intricately carved in.
Why do they look broken? Sorry.
Well, it's just how the map maker thing did it. Like this, like OOC. They look broken, but they're not there.
So it's just a cross section.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're intricately carved. If you guys would roll I want to say history.
Cool.
Would it be religion or history? It doesn't matter
just
for
to
me.
Determine who made this. Yeah, religion would probably work too.
I'm just as good as a historian as I am as a clergyman.
Which is to say not.
We're the...
That's decent. We're rolling the same things.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's our pirate.
Telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell there has remarkable similarity to a lot of dwarven kingdoms, like cultural, artistic design. So you could hazard a guess that this place was probably built by dwarves. It'd be like some ancient kingdom, because nothing looks terribly recognizable to you.
Wow.
Really
You
not
do
so
have
ancient
this.
that they don't have maid service.
You do have this gigantic like circle.
Mm.
It's a platform that's about a foot off the ground, and it is made of possibly the same kind of crystal as the lights around the room. It is not glowing of itself, but there is a gigantic magic rune in the middle of it that doesn't appear to be powered up. Like it's just kind of dormant.
I feel like that rune, if we activate it, could do something really, really cool, or it could kill us all.
Well,
Yeah.
And I'm really split as to whether I want to light it up or not. Leaning towards, yeah.
okay. Well, let's nudge a little closer.
Yes, I'm up for nudge.
Okay, and I tap the I guess I try and reach over the like a table with my sword, and I kind of just tap it, tap the crystal.
Yeah, it just makes however you, I guess, kind of a soft tinkling sound as a sword hitting a crystal would.
You cut out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just
okay.
kind of chimes.
Yeah,
basically.
it chimes a little bit.
Okay. I toss a
Carrot.
baby carrot. Yay!
Oh my god!
You still
Carrot
have a
again.
baby carrot.
Really?
Hey,
Restocked. He restocked.
yes. It's been several days.
No.
I could
Everything
say
we come up to that's weird, we're just gonna throw carrots at it.
I could
God.
just say I threw a piece of broccoli on top of it.
No.
No.
We can't have too many variables here.
Yeah, we're just going carrots.
Okay, so I toss a carrot onto the
God.
thing.
Nothing happens.
Of course.
So
Because
wait.
as you can tell, the magic rune would clearly do something, but it's dormant right now. It would need either something to activate it or a sufficient amount of magical power to infuse it to turn it back on.
So wait, Priya, you said you touched it with your sword first?
Hmm.
I just stick my hand on it.
It feels rather cool to the touch.
Ooh.
That also could be just because
It's in a
it
cavern.
conducts heat.
Yeah.
It's in a
conducts heat a
cavern
lot.
that's,
Yeah.
about 62
And-
degrees at all
It
times.
doesn't have central heating.
That's why stone floors, even though they're at room temperature, will feel abnormally cold because they just sap heat very well.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, if nothing happens, then I just kind of peel my hand off, and I go to see if I can pick up one of the crystals off.
I'm just gonna go sit over on the bench.
Yeah, me
Get to
me too.
sacrificial table.
Yeah.
You actually can lift one off the ground. It's a little hard to handle because it's like jagged and sharp. But nothing happens when you hold it.
Is it terribly heavy, or just
I mean, it's like
irritating?
you're holding a crystal rock the size of your fist.
Okay? So it's not like
Yeah.
And it's
salt
just
lamps.
no,
Hefty, but not terrible.
it's not made of lead or anything. It's just
I actually have
it does glow a little bit.
Yeah.
more than it was when it was just on the floor.
No,
Like
it's just like it has been.
I go over and I put it in. Okay, so that little dot that's at like.
Yeah.
I put it on that because why?
Nothing happens.
Damn it! I take the crystal off and I put it back
Okay.
for now.
It's like I have in my geology collection. I have a massive crown of calcite crystals, and that thing is heavy as crap. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be. I think it'd probably just be like quartz.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to do in this room?
Oh, let's go directly south.
All right, you come into a room. It looks like it was at one point like a classroom almost, or something. Like you see these like benches that are organized in neat rows. They're also very wide. It's a pretty empty room except for those, and then the gigantic, like half sphere sticking out of the floor. It's clearly magical. It's about 25 feet in diameter, and probably a good 10 feet tall.
It's clear. You said.
No, it's pretty obviously huge. Like this thing is big. It's 10 feet
No,
tall, 25 feet.
No, that's not what I asked. Is it? You said.
Oh,
Is it clear?
No, it's kind of opaque actually. It looks kind of like the crap. What are the crystal balls? Like it's like cloudy, like moving clouds on the inside of
Ooh, okay.
like dark, distant colors.
I walk up to it like the nonchalant person that I am.
As you get closer, it almost looks like a night sky, like a cloudy night sky
Ooh,
of different colors.
spooky.
Like if you, like just for your imagine it'd be like a star nebula.
Like just for Priya, or
No, just like out of character, it'd be like a star nebula appearance. Because I don't think your character's ever seen distant space. Kind of stuff. But I mean, that's kind of what it looks like.
Well, in a place where I don't know. Actually, so since this is a fantasy land where there's little light pollution, would you see on a good clear night without a full moon? Would you see like a Milky Way, or would it just be like a starry expanse?
You could see like a Milky Way.
Oh,
We are a
So I would-
spiral galaxy.
Well, I mean, like,
actually, we have a theory now that the Milky Way might be a barred spiral. But anyway,
I mean, like you could see, clusters of stars and stuff.
but we can presume it's like has something to do with, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you could presume like this object here may like mirror some sky.
okay. I'll get up even closer.
It starts to kind of glow a little bit wherever you're at, like those old, like those electric balls.
A plasma
yeah.
globes.
Plasma
Those
globe,
are fun.
kind of like that. Like there's no like plasma coming towards you, but like it's just kind of starting to glow a little bit in your direction, in your direction or whoever's really close to it.
Okay. I bring up the hilt of my sword and I kind of like try and gently tap whatever it is.
Okay. A arc of plasma
Yeet.
leaps out and hits the sword, and suddenly you are standing on a flat, snowy mountaintop above a great city carved into and from a mountain. A long stone table of black marble, surrounded by chairs in various states of disarray.
Wait. So wait. Back up. So I'm in a snowy mountain before a city of ruins.
You're at the peak of a snowy mountain.
This is not good.
I
am very cold.
It's like a flat top on this mountain. There's a long black stone table, the same black marble, surrounded by chairs of the same type of stone. Fallen over onto the table is a figure, vaguely elf-like in nature. Her extravagant clothing continues to shift with the colors of the rainbow. Her skin is prismatic and scaled. Her hair and eyes are like rubies. Her now lifeless expression is one of shock. She is surrounded on the table by a pool of now dried blood. She looks eternally at her hand, the ghostly form of a ring still resting on one of her fingers. As you try and then as you try to look closer at this scene, it fades and disappears and you're back in the dungeon.
Okay, so
What happened to did we what did we see at that point?
What
Was he there
you
the entire
guys saw was a tiny arc of plasma jump out, hit him, and then nothing happened.
Ooh.
so hold on. So I saw, to recap. Okay, so I saw a person with sitting on a table that has a dried pool of blood on it. Is that?
Yeah, a person has fallen over onto the table. Someone got stabbed in the back onto a table.
Oh, okay. So it's
And,
pretty recent.
no.
Oh, okay.
You can make a. Let me see. I'll just say insight. As to what you saw, make an insight check.
Oh. Let's see. Insight was +3.
Okay. So, from what you can tell, is at the top of this mountain, someone was killed at this table, and just kind of left there. It's at the very top of a really tall mountain, and so she's just been kind of mummified there. So nothing is really given the option to degrade or decay. You can tell that her skin is literally prismatic and scaly. You have no idea what kind of creature that is. But she had hair and eyes the literal color of rubies, just vibrant red. And you feel that this ghostly form of a ring is significant of something, but you don't know what.
Have we seen something like this before?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Okay, I was trying to think if this had any connection with the time stopping momentarily or anything like that.
Not that you are aware of.
I feel like we've seen a vision before or something. I don't know. Maybe you just...
You have seen a vision before. In the last dungeon, you had the red magic orb.
What was that one? Remind me.
You saw the scene of a massacre.
Okay.
Somebody did. I don't know if it was you.
Me.
I think that was Plume of Smoke saw that.
Okay. Well, let's compare notes. I detail them exactly what you told me. So saw bloody murder, looked mummified, because of the chilly conditions, things like that. Could I recall the race of the person that was being killed?
You've never seen the race this race before.
So it is completely different.
It is, yeah, absolutely. This is something you would never have thought.
So it's not human, but
it's elf-like.
But it's clearly not a sub-race of elf that I've seen before.
No.
Okay.
The multicolor, prismatic scales for skin are seriously throwing you off.
What? Prismatic scales for skin.
Yeah.
Okay, another word would probably be iridescent.
Iridescent, yeah. Well, it's literally every color as it shifts. Her skin literally shifts color.
holographic?
Yeah, whatever that is.
It's rainbow stuff.
Yes, rainbow skin.
Rainbow skin.
It's the rainbow fish. You found rainbow fish.
Okay. Okay. I know what I know. I actually know what she's talking. It's a kid's book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We all
was
know
great.
about the rainbow fish.
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay. So that's really peculiar. Okay. So what about the bloody massacre somebody saw? Who saw that again?
I think that was me, but it's been so long that I honestly don't remember much about it, except that it was
Excuse me.
it
So
was a bunch of people that looked like they were in the same area, like they were in the same dungeon that we were in at the time, from what I remember. And it was just like, we should not go into whatever room that happens to be. And then I was like, nope, I'm gonna take my hand back now. But this was like literally months ago.
Yeah,
so I
vaguely
could not
remember that.
But I think it was me that saw that.
okay. So
Yeah, I think it was.
so GM, could you
Essentially what happens is whoever, like, actually a couple people touched it, but you all saw the same thing. I think it was Plume of Smoke and one other soul did it. But essentially what happens is you touch it, runes appear on it. The wielder's eyes glow red, and you can see into another room where a massacre happened an untold number of years ago. So you saw like a bunch of skeletons laying on the floor, like something had exploded out of the orb, and like the other, this other side of this room had exploded and like killed all these people in there. So it's just like a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyone else gonna touch this thing?
Does
I'll
Priya
touch it.
tell us what?
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I did.
Okay. So Vanita touches it. And suddenly she sees an Eladrin king. His crown is dented and cracked, but still rests defiantly on his head. Badges cover part of his face and neck, and his eyes are fire in color and purpose. He's dressed for war. Elegant elven fey plate armor, as white as snow, trimmed with glowing orange runes. His long
What
orange
is
hair.
that noise?
That was me opening a Ramuna bottle.
Okay.
His long orange hair flickers like fire in an unseen wind. He rides a unicorn, also adorned in plate armor. Its horn is as red as a maple leaf, its color almost glowing white, and its fur is almost glowing white, and its eyes are literal fire, crying tears of lava in a rich dark dirt. The king's left hand is in a sling, but he rides forward with a purpose, out of a castle made of the same white color as his armor. Behind him march thousands of autumn Eladrin, in different shades of skin and hair tone, from bright red to deep earthy brown. Their armor is the color of a setting sun, shining and glittering in the dim light of the early dusk.
It's one heck of a dream, man.
You're drawn like a ghost through the procession to the courtyard, in the center of which stand two knights standing watch over a freshly dug grave, whose headstone is a statue of an elegant Eladrin queen. And you find yourself back into this room.
Wow.
If you want to make an insight check as to what you saw.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Insight.
Ooh.
Of course, it's the one time I actually made
All right.
a nice roll.
So, you can tell that this entire thing happened in the Feywild. Judging from the architecture and stuff, this is actually the remnants of the kingdom that you guys saw the ruins of. So, like, this is these guys left the material plane. They're actually living in the Feywild now, and apparently have a kingdom there. They are marching to war. For what you
Ooh.
don't know, but you can probably guess it has something to do with the death of the queen. Pretty much that whole like kingdom is marching out. There's a couple thousand.
Okay. Does
Oh my god.
A
Do
couple
you-
thousand elves are going off to war.
okay. All right. And she rolled a nat 20 on them. Great.
Mhm.
So do you report this?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. There's so I was like, wow, we've seen different visions out of this thing. Does anyone else want to try this?
Bloom immediately just sticks her hand right on it. She's like, I want this shit.
Okay. You are suddenly transported out into the ocean. A mighty
Hell
armada
yeah.
of warships, hundreds, possibly thousands of them, are sailing toward a blood-red sky. In the air are 4 warships built for war. Airships that are built for war.
Airships.
Yeah. Built for war, keeping pace with the rest. Behind them, a chain of islands are burning, great clouds of smoke partially concealing their armada. At the head of these ships is one great ship, a man of war, requiring hundreds of crew members and carrying almost 300 cannon on it. It is
So
a deeply imposing sight.
so we have a fleet of warships with a flagship along with an airship heading towards
Yeah,
this.
4 airships they're leaving this island, like this chain of islands that are in flames.
Okay, so this entire fleet is leaving that.
Yeah, are leaving the area. And it
Okay.
looks like this man of war looks like it has been dredged out of the ocean, barely looks seaworthy. At the prow of this mighty ship is a figurehead. It's the statue of a girl tied to the bow, eyes blindfolded, her face etched with an eternal silent scream. And you find
Okay.
yourself back.
Sounds like they were coming away from war.
Yep.
Okay.
They just raided an island and left.
And then roll your insight.
Not a bad roll.
Mhm.
You actually recognize some of the islands.
Oh no.
Mm.
Actually, I have to pull up my map real quick to remember the actual name of these specific islands. Where is it? Because it's fairly important. Oh, it's the Tortle Isles.
Okay.
You have been there before. You've been to these isles before as part of your piratey days.
Carrick too, or just me?
Probably Carrick too, yeah. But you know that this is where there's a kingdom of Triton there.
Kingdom of Triton.
Yep. They're known for keeping like the waterways free and safe, generally in the inner seas, and so they've been an enemy of pirates forever.
Of course.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
done.
So my visit there wasn't probably pleasant.
Either that or you were pretending not to be a pirate when you visited, when you went through. Yep. And from this you saw that your vision tells you, this place is completely annihilated. Like whatever this armada was, just like laid all of these isles to waste.
Wrecked.
Pulls her hand back, and she actually looks not shaken up, but just like
A little horrified.
what? Just kind of, yeah, maybe a little shell shocked. Just like, I
Yes.
have no idea what just happened.
Hmm.
It's like, Carrick, remember the Turtle Isles?
Yeah.
They're gone now. They're on fire.
Oh.
Guys, I think there's a war that's about to happen, and we should not get involved.
Okay, now I'm gonna put my hand on the thing.
We're all just gonna cover our bases.
All right. You are suddenly in a vast desert. Dunes of sand stretch as far as the eye can see. Walking across them, you can see giant mechanical scarabs. They're like the size of semi-trucks. Like these things are huge. They're carried along on metal mechanical legs as thick as people. They're so large a person could walk underneath a moving scarab and not have to duck to avoid its underbelly. There's dozens of them. Atop each are flags, weapons like cannons or ballista. One even looks like it has a trebuchet on its back. Trotting information around them are raptors ridden by undead skeletons. Their armor is comprised of thick cloth and scale mail, and a cloth wrapped around the pointed helmet gives the helmet the look of a turban. They each carry a spear with a bow and quiver on their backs. Behind them march thousands of undead foot soldiers, armored in similar style as the riders. They carry a large shield, kind of like the Romans did, and a long spear. Flags and pendants of multiple colors blow in the hot desert wind. They pass by almost silently, and you're back in here.
Wow. Okay, so now I gotta roll my insight check.
Again with the same
Wow.
number.
The pirate telepathy.
Okay.
We are in tune tonight.
You have heard of undead lands before. Place where like all these undead have gone, and currently live. And you remember that it's called the Sands of Sumelis, and supposedly there's a giant like undead empire down there somewhere. Very very few people go there, and even fewer return.
Spooky.
Yep. But there is tales, like distant whisperings among pirates, that a good life can be made for the living who swear their fealty to the undead lord down there. As far as the vision itself, you note that these giant mechanical scarabs, they are clearly like meant for a long, protracted wars. These are huge siege engines, the likes of which nobody's ever really seen before. And Alexa had something to say about that.
What?
She's like, I'm not sure.
Really now?
The last 2
Thanks,
weeks,
Alexa.
she's gone off. Like the past 2 sessions, including this one, she's done. This is scary.
That's really weird.
Yep, but
Okay.
you've never seen, like, you may have seen an undead creature here and there, just by nature of your travels as a pirate. You generally avoid them like the plague, because where there's undead skeletons, there's people who control those skeletons. But you didn't notice any of them, like anyone who could be controlling that ridiculously large number of undead. And
Well,
that's
this is
that.
pretty bonkers.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Do we know if they're in the past or the future? Or...
You have no idea.
Hmm.
Because like it was there, like you would believe that, like, while you were there, or like while you had this happen to you, like you would believe that you would actually been teleported there.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess in my case, I feel like it's pretty safe to presume, at least in my case, that whatever's happened has either happened recently or not yet happened, because presumably when I visited the Isles, I would have heard, like, yeah, this place got burned down once.
Yeah, there's no, like, you can, at least Plume of Smoke can make that assumption that, yeah, it is something that is either happening or has not happened yet.
Oh shit.
I think we should ask around, because those guys are pretty nice. They got some good deals there, and if it's all gone, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
Hmm.
So are the other things in this room, are those all just big benches?
Yep.
Okay.
Neatly arrayed, and then of course you got various little crystals around.
Hmm.
But other than
What
that,
happens if we all touch the thing at the same time?
what happens? Or what do you-
Let's do that. All right, everybody.
Hey guys, do you want to try all touching at the same time?
Sure, why not?
Let's all touch the thing.
Well, you all touch it at the same time, and nothing happens.
Aw. What a letdown.
In fact, it seems to have, like, gone somewhat inert.
Oh.
Like the little brightness isn't following you around anymore. It just kind of glows in its own way.
Okay.
I feel like this is what all those storybooks called destiny, and I don't think I like it.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna go start moving back to the door.
Yeah, there's that whole other room.
Yeah.
No, he meant the door to just leave.
Just
We're
leave.
peaceful.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm out.
We
this
don't
is
like.
freaking me out, man.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna.
dust. Where are the maids? Where's the Roomba?
Oh boy.
That's
Well, I find this very fascinating. So,
You see a gigantic open room. The ceiling stretches high above you. Make a perception check.
Oh, darn.
hmm.
I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Here we go. Okay.
Again.
Dang.
Hey.
Dang.
All right.
All right. Vanita notices the ceiling to this place is a lot higher than the hill was. So it's like it doesn't really make any
It's
like
an impossible
natural
space.
natural sense.
This
The
is
ceiling is like 50 feet tall. To the south, you can see a giant water fountain. It's probably, like, the pool of water that it's in is probably 15 feet wide, and water just kind of bubbles happily up out of a small crystalline figure that is the exact mirror of a gigantic crystal statue that is on the opposite end of the room. The statue has the appearance of one of the, like, celestials at the door. It stands a good 30 feet tall. and is about. Wait, hold on. No, it'd be more closer to 50 feet tall. And its wings are kind of like half open. They spread from one end of like one side to the other, and it looks like one of the, I'd say like a Valkyr from World of Warcraft is kind of what they resemble.
Okay.
But made entirely of the same crystal that lines these halls. Nita actually notices, due to her high perception, that the crystals that line the halls are actually part of the statue that have been like, the statue's been damaged and a bunch of chunks of it fell out and broke off. But the whole statue glows just like the various small crystals do.
Okay, that's cool.
What do you do?
So you said this down here is a fountain?
Yep.
Just an ordinary seeming fountain? Well, a very fancy fountain, but...
Yep. It looks fairly normal. It does have...
Sorry, it has what?
It's got, like, coming out of it, like the water comes out of a crystal figure that is like a mirror image of the big one.
Just a lot of stuff. I want to look into the fountain. Like, is it a cool scrying fountain? Is there anything in the bottom of the pool? So I guess perception.
Should I throw a coin into it?
No, a carrot.
Yes, that's right. We throw carrots
Oh
here.
my god.
For now, I'm just gonna look into the bottom of it, see if there's any.
I will throw a carrot once.
Yes.
He does the thing.
Yeah, hold on.
You look into the bottom of it, and like you see words in a language you don't understand.
Are we sure I don't understand them?
Yes. They're the same type of words that are on the door.
Well, then I can't read it either. Dang it.
You never know. There's might be some gnomish somewhere.
Oh, there definitely is.
Okay, well, I can't read it. I guess if you want to throw a carrot in, otherwise I might just drink it.
No, throw the carrot.
It's clean. Presumably it looks like clean water.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Crispy.
And crisp, yeah.
It's Brita water filter, guys.
Alright, so did you throw your carrot in there?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay. Nothing happens, the carrot just kind of floats.
You now have a very clean carrot.
You now have, yeah.
I just like scoop some water up in my palm then and take a little sip.
Suddenly you can see like ghostly figures around you.
Spooky. Great, good job.
They appear to give you no notice as they go about differing things. Like you can see some that are sitting and kneeling using the benches as kind of like a prayer altar. You can see others sitting on those benches, reading scrolls and manuscripts or even writing in them. The crystals seem to fade. Like you don't see any crystals around. You do see the giant statue in the north is actually like in a different position. It is actually standing there kind of like a soldier at attention, or like a knight, in that like it's got its sword out, pointed at, or like, you know, stuck in the ground in front of it, and it's holding onto the hilt, and it's just kind of like a watchful guardian, which is completely different to what you saw or what the others see.
I still see my friends? Are they still
Yes,
here?
you can still see
I
them.
can just.
You
I just now see
you
ghosts.
just now see like ghostly figures walking around in and out
Do they
of
look
the
like any
room.
particular race?
You see a lot of dwarves.
Okay. that sounds sweet.
But it's not limited to dwarves. You see a few elves and humans, and you even see an Azimir standing next to the crystal figure.
But none of them either can see me or care that I'm there. Don't know which.
Yeah.
Do any of them seem friendlier than another? Like, is there anyone who's like, yeah, that seems like a really stand-up guy I can trust, even if he's.
Not real. Like they're not very clear. Like you just like they're fairly like indiscriminate. Like you can't really tell.
Oh, okay. So it's.
You can just kind of you can at best make out their race, and kind of what they're doing.
But it's not like a super clear
But
kind of apparition.
it's not very clear at all.
Mm-mm.
Like faces are indistinguishable. Like
I imagine the rest of you guys see Plume drink this, and then her eyes just dilate again, and she's
Yeah.
just literally. It's like when a cat just stares at a wall, and you're like, "Why is the cat doing that?" And she's literally just looking around the room like that. The tail is like slowly poofed. She's like leaning, and she looks like she's on a really bad trip.
That water was drugged.
And then she just kind of sticks her paw back in.
Oh, God.
Another scoop. Sips it just to see if she can make anything clearer if anything else happens, but she still has like this giant bug eye.
yeah. You don't notice anything else.
They don't get clearer.
They don't
or
get
anything.
clearer or anything. You do see like a few of them like get up and kind of leave the room.
I kind of want to follow them.
Do you follow?
Maybe for a little bit, unless I get stopped.
Okay. Well, you follow them out, and you see them go into the northern room.
Oh, and I'm gonna follow behind, going, "Hey, where are you going?
Just like holding a wet.
What are you doing?
They'll hear you.
You're on drugs.
You're
Uh,
What are you talking about?"
Yep. So they go into this room, and this room looks a little different to you now. The platform in the center there, the rune is glowing like a bright green color. And
Wait, so all of us can see that?
Nope,
Sorry?
just her.
Oh.
Just Plume.
Did I drink the
Everything
water
like
too,
she's
then?
yeah.
We don't get shit.
You're
Unless
just
we drink the water.
And,
Yeah, it's what-
and above this platform, like hovering about 6 inches off of it, as a giant like portal. Like it looks like the universe has been ripped open.
Oh my god, wow.
Like there's like a portal in there, and you can see this group of people like step through it and disappear. The portal closes shut. The light goes out, and like the ghostly figures are like that went through it are gone, but the other ghostly figures just are milling about, and generally just doing their thing. Like study, like mostly study. It looks to be mostly study or ritual.
Hmm.
I just kind of look to the nearest one, kind of. I'm just dazed, and I don't really care at this point. If that's a ghost, I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? What am I looking at? But I'm clearly like, they all think I'm talking to nobody at this point because I'm the only one who can see them.
I'm like, she's tripping balls, man.
Just like, what is happening?
Something
Why
was
can
in the
I
water.
see you? Who are you?
This is
Yep.
drink strange water at a strange fountain.
That's my MO at this point.
Plume
I
of
think.
smoke.
Yep.
Plume of smoke hears a loud noise coming from the other room.
Plume of Smoke's ears go flat back and the tail poops. Startled cat.
Yep, you hear it coming from in here.
Oh boy.
You hear it?
Nope.
But I don't know that they can. I was just like, guys, did you hear that?
I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
There are ghosts, Carrick,
What?
everywhere.
What?
There was a
Okay.
crazy. There was a portal and some ghosts went through it, and I tried to ask this guy here, and I'm probably pointing at a ghost that isn't even acknowledging me. Just, and this, and then the noise, and what fuck? And then I just kind of like purposefully start walking back towards the room, like I gotta figure this shit out. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
And I look very, very confused, but I'm following.
Alright, you walk into the room and you can see the statue. The ghosts are all looking at the statue. And you like, even despite the vagueness of their features, you can see it's an utter abstract horror. You can see like literal blood is flowing from her eyes and from her chest, like a gigantic wound. And it starts to bubble out of her mouth into the ground,
And none of
crystallizing
them see this
and
but me.
shattering.
I do
And
not
they don't
pity you
see
seeing all that.
The crystal
Sucks
glows.
to be you.
Yeah, the crystal starts to glow deep red and starts to crack. And pieces of it start flying all over the place. Everyone starts to run out of this area.
So the statue exploded.
It didn't explode per se, but
It's
a
not doing anything
decent
good.
amount of chunks did fly from it.
Are these things
Like-
that would hurt me, or this is all like spectral? Like
It's spectral light, like it, but this is where like the pieces of the crystal that were laying around came from initially.
so, I can tell that I'm not in any real danger, but some shit went down.
You're not entirely sure.
Oh well, then I mean, it's still pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking
yeah,
back, and I'm like,
This crystal statue is suddenly bleeding, and everyone is freaking out and running.
I whirl
And
around
you
on
can-
my group, and I'm just like, drink the water, drink the water, drink the water, drink the
And,
water. What the?
Like, you
I'm just
see-
like frantically pointing.
It looks like she got stabbed with a huge, like a gigantic sword. You know, like there's a chunk out of like that's probably a good like 1.5 to 2 feet
But no evidence of what did
poking
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, Pluma's
And
like
then
freaking out. She will physically like put Carrick's face in the water if she has to. She's like, I'm not crazy. I can't be crazy. Drink fucking water.
Okay, you can dunk my head in the water if you want.
She does. If Carrick
Otherwise,
doesn't
I'm not
do it,
gonna.
Yeah, she does. She just like grabs him by like his little tuft and just drink.
Okay, I've water now.
Does Carrick see the same shit?
yeah, Carrick sees that the statue is bleeding, literally bleeding.
Oh, I go and trip out too, because I want some of this.
Oh God.
Rhea's like,
'Cause everybody-
they can't be making this up.
You hear it like try to speak, like as blood is gurgling from its mouth.
Ugh.
Did you need a
At
drink?
first, it is
Guess I'll take a drink
speaking.
too.
Yeah. At first, it's speaking like what you could presume to be like celestial or something. At this point, all of the like ghostly figures are gone. Like they booked it. They hauled ass out of there.
Oh, jeez.
But it's trying to speak. It's trying to say something, and it shifts out of celestial into common. And then she's like, "You four, we're not dead. Save us." And then she shatters. The actual statue just shatters.
Oh.
And Plume
And
has an existential
your vision
crisis.
like fades, like you return to normal.
Oh.
Plume just
Okay, I
slow-
decided to trip out at the worst time. I did not.
Plume just kind of slowly wheels around. She's got her finger in the air like she's gonna make a point, but all that comes out is just, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is the statue, now that the vision is over, does the statue look any different, or does it
The
look like it was
statue is in a pile on the ground.
Okay.
Oh
No, it
So-
just actually shattered.
It did
Okay.
just shudder. Okay.
We're not dead. Save us. That is so vague.
I
Any
think we
kind
just
of hint
became
would've
the
helped.
chosen ones.
Oh shit! Then the world is doomed.
Let's recap all the shit in this stupid dwarven dungeon. Plume just like gets exasperated. She's like, we come in, it's too clean. It's too clean for being this old. It comes out of the ground. It just doesn't make sense. We're all seeing war and dead people, and then not dead people, and statues bleed now, and I just wanted to get my damn treasure. I didn't want to go on a
Well, maybe
just
this is
wanted a
part of
badger
getting the treasure.
Maybe it is.
I just wanted my damn badger hat, and I didn't even get that today, okay?
There you go.
Maybe.
But we can't have nice things.
Yesterday.
Maybe if we
Yesterday.
save all of these celestial people, I'm sure celestial people have a lot of treasure. Probably very celestial treasure.
Yeah,
If
what happens
we
what happens if
save
we die?
them,
This isn't annulling a bad marriage to a gold digger character. This is like destiny shit we're talking here, and
Yeah.
I don't know
and,
if I can make that commitment.
And speaking of that, you guys actually feel like an infusion of power.
Oh
You guys actually level up.
ooh,
Finally,
Just one level.
that's been forever.
Yeah, just a level.
Okay, so what? Oh, was it manage care?
manage levels.
Oh
Let's
shoot!
see.
No, where was it? I clicked on the wrong thing. Whatever. Go back to the thing. Go back to the.
So
It
level 4.
Where do?
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, here we go.
Did anything happen?
Manage
Oh,
levels.
ability score improvement.
Ooh, I gotta look through. a lot of
Okay.
these.
One ability choice by 2 or
Level.
I mean, we'll just like wrap up real quick, and then you guys can level up.
Yeah, we can peruse this off of stream.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think level
Okay.
4 is a fairly sizable level.
Sweet.
Mm.
Gave me ability score improvement or feats.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do those in
All right.
Yeah. The magic in the crystals flickers out.
Oh,
So
no.
you're plunged into darkness.
Oh god.
Would you say it's advanced darkness?
Hmm.
I mean,
I
there's
don't know
no
what that
light
means.
source at this place, so
But all of us have dark vision though, so it's not gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
All of
Let's
us have
see.
dark vision, 'cause we
I
have-
mean, you also have torches. I mean, it's not like you can't light something up.
we're a little too traumatized to know how to do normal things like light torches. Okay.
Well, the cat's more
Yes.
traumatized than the rest of us, and she
cat-
basically
the
don't.
cat was tripping balls. Like she's
Yeah.
had better trips on catnip. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm gonna put my point into dexterity so that my dex bonus can go to +3.
Yep. So,
Oh.
let's see, do you guys just leave this area, or do you stick around?
So the crystal shards are still on the ground, like from the celestial and the stuff that was glowing on the floor.
Right.
Like that's still there. It's just inert now.
Look around and see if you can see it.
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna feel the statue that shattered. I'll go around, kind of like feel around to see if there's like a small piece that I can just take with me, because who knows, might. just kind of like tap around on the ground until like kind of graze something.
You feel the crystal, but it vanishes, like it dematerializes
I try
Oh.
to grab
and
another.
disappears.
Just
Um,
anyone I grab does that.
Yeah, like it's like as a whole, it's disappearing.
Oh. So even the ones that are around the
hmm
whole building are?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of them are.
Yeah, this-
Okay.
every part of the statue is disappearing.
I'm not
The-
confident that this room is not going to disappear, so we should just
You
leave.
you notice the fountain has stopped gurgling.
Oh.
But there's still water in it.
I don't know, is there?
I don't know. Let's
Do-
find out.
God,
not
smart
gonna-
Alec. God damn it.
There is water in the pool. And oddly enough, the small crystal statue is just sitting there.
How small is it? Did you say? I
It's
don't
probably about 1.5 feet tall.
Okay, so it's not like I could just shove it in my pocket. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and
What if you
pour
try
out
to
my
touch
water
it?
skin. I'm gonna pour out my water skin like halfway, maybe, and then fill it up halfway with this. So I'll just have halvesies with my water. Not that it's gonna make a
Bloom's like, I want this later.
You know what? We might need to see ghosts
Go on and
later.
check later.
I didn't like that trip, but I might need to go on it again later for science. Because I guess we're on an important mission now, which I didn't ask for. I just wanted my boat back.
We're on a mission from God.
I forgot
Oh,
that you think
God.
everything is religious. Like you thought the gnolls, like the wolves, were having like a religious code
Yeah.
or something. It's like
Anything weird happens, I'm like, oh, it's religion, man.
You probably pissed off the ship chaplain a whole lot. Like, it's an act of God, and he's like, no, this is just a hurricane. I fix my water skin back on, and I'm just like, I want to go. The reality is setting in, and Plume's kind of having a moment of depression. She's just like,
Oh,
I didn't
no.
ask for this. I want to go. I want to go home.
All right.
Crawl towards the exit. Try not to hit the walls too much.
I'll fumble my way back as well.
Because none of us are smart enough to light torches.
I don't want to waste a torch in here.
There's not too much to actually bump into, I guess. All right.
Just
Walls.
bounce off the walls until I find the exit.
Not ping pong.
All right. So you guys make your way back outside, and like as you walk away from the hill, there's another earthquake as it like sinks back into the ground
Of course.
Ah,
Of
And-
course.
disappears.
Plume just kind of sits down on the ground, is like, what the fuck?
And I think we'll end it there.
yeah, good
Yeah, that
stuff,
sounds
boy.
good. Yay.
So
I just
All right.